Hey everyone, hope that you guys are well. We're taking a look at James chapter 1 verses 9 through 11 today. And while we do, we're going to see James focus in on the importance of humility and the blessing of humiliation, which kind of sounds like a weird thing, but let's take a look together. It says this: "Let the lowly brother boast in his exaltation, and the rich in his humiliation, because like a flower of the grass he will pass away. For the sun rises with its scorching heat and withers the grass, its flower falls and its beauty perishes. So also will the rich man fade away in the midst of his pursuits." It's interesting to think of humiliation as a blessing, isn't it? In our common vernacular, it's almost never used in a positive context. We often hear it in circumstances like, "I was humiliated when I messed up my presentation to my boss," or "I was humiliated when the girl that I like said no to a date," which was very much me in high school. But James here is saying for the rich to boast in their humiliation like it's a good thing. The way that we use the word humiliation in everyday language is almost synonymous with embarrassment. And while humiliation can be embarrassing for sure, the way that James is using it here has a very different meaning. Basically, he's saying, let the rich boast when you're humbled. But why? Well, for the person that doesn't have much, humility is easier. It's easier to have a reliance on the Lord when we face trials because we don't have resources to fall back on or strings to pull to maneuver our way out of a situation on our own. So naturally, there's this on-ramp or opportunity for humility. But in the same way, Scripture is clear that a humble posture for a rich person is much more difficult. So James is saying, when you're humbled, consider that a blessing. Now, not all blessings feel good, and certainly being humbled isn't going to be a fun time, but it's an opportunity to draw near to the Lord and to seek His wisdom. But this isn't just a passage for rich folks. He reminds the lowly brother to boast in his exaltation. James is pointing to an aspect of Jesus' kingdom. He's saying that whether you're poor in wealth or position, or you're doing well financially and have a position of influence, we're all equal at the cross. So my big takeaway this morning was that when the Lord chooses to humble us, we should receive that as a blessing. Use it as an opportunity to ask, Lord, what are you trying to teach me? So my prayer for us today is that we would value correction, that we would value wisdom, and that we would value humility. Have a great day, guys.